Thousands of Darwin residents are still without power as the top end cleans up after Tropical Cyclone Fina. As schools reopen and business starts to resume as normal, hardship funding is on offer for those still doing it tough.
Back to school for some as Darwin starts to clean up.
Overnight, we had crews out around the clock making sure that we got schools back online, ready to get kids in classrooms this morning.
This northern suburbs primary school among 9 closed today due to damage, with hopes all but 3 top-end schools will reopen for students tomorrow.
We're resilient. We're resilient as a community. We all pull together and we all prioritise what we need to do to get services back up and running.
Some teachers voicing concerns the department opened schools prematurely.
I totally understand when we've got people who haven't had power all weekend, or they're having to deal with their own impact on their personal homes. So we're very aware of that and very alive to that.
It's been nearly 48 hours without power for this father and son, but they're getting by with do-it-yourself know-how.
You drag out all your camping gear, you drag out your camp cooker.
Me and Dad, we had a couple meal preps already that we've just heated up on the gas stove. Last night we headed out to Kaz Club, thought we'd treat ourselves a bit.
Their biggest fear during Fina, missing the cricket.
We were scared we were going to miss out, but we decided we'd do the probably not so smart decision and use the last of our phone battery to stream the Ashes.
They're among around 6,000 residents still without power.
That important work, though, of restoring power to homes is incredibly critical as people begin to tire of course, living in that situation for the last couple of days.
Disaster relief funding to be made available for those hit hardest by Fina.
For adults, it's $611. For children, it's $309. There's a cap for the total amount, but again, all of that information will be available on Secure NT website.
Days after a ceiling collapsed inside Royal Darwin Hospital during Fina, authorities say the situation is under control, but warn the hospital is in urgent need of replacement.
We need to start now because, as we saw on the weekend, this old hospital's just about had its day, and I wouldn't like to be battening down for a Cat 3 cyclone here in 10 years' time.
I'm among the thousands of people who have gone without power since Cyclone Fina. While it hasn't been the worst thing in the world, we've had to lose a lot of food, and it's hardly ideal sleeping without ceiling fans in the steamy Darwin conditions. But there's something about this city that people seem to be able to just pull together when times are tough.
Neighbours have brought over food for us to sharing. Oliver, my son's done a couple of tip runs for neighbours too. So great community vibe in the end too.
Fina no match for the spirit of Darwin. Matt Garrick, ABC News.
While Darwin experienced the outer edge of Cyclone Fina, the eye of the Category 3 system came much closer to Wurrumiyanga on the Tiwi Islands. In the town today, residents recounted in detail just how intense it was.
Fina's fury felt hardest on the Tiwi Islands.
Yeah, this is the worst storm that we ever went through. It was like a terrified, shaking, we can feel the community, the whole town was shaking.
Fina was a Category 3 system when it brushed the southern tip of Melville Island, with nearby Wurrumiyanga copping it.
From Category 2, it turned to Category 3, and we knew it was a dangerous cyclone.
It was like a wooing sound and a whistle, so it was, it was pretty terrifying for some people.
Most residents sheltering inside this school hall.
Yeah, really scared, and everyone, the elderly people, kids as well.
The cyclone was sounding like this.
As you drive along the streets of Wurrumiyanga, you can really see this place has been hit much harder than Darwin. There are trees across power lines through the streets, and houses like this have been directly impacted. The local federal MP devastated to see the state of her old home.
Planting this tree, I didn't realise many years later what damage would happen.
The Chief Minister also checking in on the Tiwis today. Crews doing their best to restore power to the entire town.
Cyclones come through and absolutely blitzed all the trees, obviously pushed it onto the power lines, pushed it across our power station.
By early afternoon today, relief.
We've just heard word that power has just come back on, so it's currently still in the testing phases at the moment. There is one small area of the community that isn't back on because we do have a major tree over it, but majority have it, which is very fortunate.
Some good news after a stressful weekend. Jack Hislop, ABC News, Wurrumiyanga.